This is a video for how to go about creating a fully dimensioned drawing of number 9 from your 20 ISOs project in Fusion 360. So we will double click on number 9 until it loads in our graphics window. We'll go to Design, Drawing. From Design, we want to make sure we have our PLTW title block, which we created in a previous video, and we'll go ahead and let that load. We're going to go to our scale. We want our scale to be 1 to 3, and we're going to place our front view and say OK. Let's go to projected. We're going to go ahead and project our front view, our top, our side, and our ISO. Let's right click and say OK. Let's double click on our ISO, make it shaded, say close. So we have a new line type to place because we have for ourselves this radial cutout of our object, and we also have a fillet off of the side. So we're going to come up to our geometry tab, and we want to find a center mark. And when we click on center mark, we want to come down and click on the arc radius here of the object, and that's going to give us a center point of that arc. And we're going to do the exact same thing with our fillet, and it's going to give us a center point. So this, like I said, this is a radial arc. It has to have a center point to be drawn from. It's going to give us those center points from those lines. I'm going to right click and I'm going to say OK. Now, in order for us to dimension this drawing correctly, we want to make sure that we don't cross any extension lines. So in our object, it might be better, for the sake of discussion, for us to go in and only place our full width dimension in the top view. We might choose just to do that because down here at the bottom we're going to want to place some radius dimensions, and we don't want to place them inside the object. So for the sake of this drawing, I'm going to click on Dimension, and I'm going to click from the far left to the far right. I'm going to drag down. I'm going to right click and say OK after I've placed that. I want to drag this down just a little bit closer because I want to go ahead and do our radius dimensions. So we're going to click on Dimension, and I want you to notice that automatically it's going to go right into radius, because if it is an arc or a fillet, it'll get a radius dimension. If it is a full hole or a full cylinder, it'll get a diameter dimension. So I'm going to go ahead and place that dimension. We can drag that out a little bit later, and we're going to click on each one of these. So we're going to click to define what it is that we're doing a dimension of, and we're going to drag out and click to place again. I'm going to right click and say OK. Remember, you can click on the object and you can drag out the line a little bit further if you want to. I don't want to do things exactly that way. I can tap on this object, and drag it out. I can move things around if I choose to. But we'll just keep that the way it is for now. You could drag this out, but for now we'll go ahead and keep this exactly where it is. It lets us know exactly what the radii are of these two features. So remember, a feature of an object, like if you were saying this, like that thing with the bite out of it, almost like you took a bite out of an apple at a perfect arc, in the rounded off corner, that would be a fillet in this case. We're going to go ahead and do our height dimensions, and we'll place both of those in our side view. We're going to go to Dimensions. We're going to click on the top and the bottom, come out 2 snaps, and do our height dimension here. Now the question is do we need this height dimension? Because we have a 3 radius over here on the side. The answer is going to be no. We're going to right click on this 3, and we're going to hit delete, tap on the 3, say OK. Because if I took this and lined it up through our orthographic projection, you will notice that that line comes down and meets that horizontal line perfectly. We don't have to place that. That would be a not needed dimension. It'd be the same way if I came up here into my top view and I went from here to here. You're going to see that that's a 3 also. We don't need that because we have this radius of 3 dimension. So we have the top, the side, and the front view. We have the width, the height. Now we need to place the depth. Let's go to Dimensions. I'll place the depth in my side view this time. It's going to drag up, and we have all the dimensions we need. This whole object only had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 total dimensions that we needed. I'm going to click on Fit right here. I'm going to click on Save. Real simple drawing. Not a lot going on in this drawing. I'm going to go ahead and say Save, and we're going to see it automatically update to the cloud for Fusion 360. And this has been a pretty simple short video for how to go about creating fully dimensioned drawing for number 9 in Fusion 360.